You're going to love this. Trust me.
What's up, Dragon Ball junkies? It's your boy Josh, and we just had an amazing Dragon Ball Super card game, Nationals Championship Final. It just ended today. It was a great day, and yesterday it was awesome. Android 16 doing amazing. Gohan Iccarus, Andrew Dovale topping the tournament. It's awesome. We're going to look into some cards that they revealed coming from set 16. We're going to look at the prizes that they received. And we're going to be looking at some gameplay from the final round and talking about the games leading up until the final round. So let's get into all that right now. So, as I said, we're talking about the Dragon Ball Super card game Nationals tournament that just happened today and yesterday. It was pretty amazing. It was in Pasadena, California. The meta was really diverse. There were a whole lot of decks, but the top showing deck was Son Gohan Iccarus. There were 40 plus Son Gohan Iccarus decks. There were 300 plus players. I don't have the exact numbers in front of me, so I'm just going off what I heard on the stream. I watched both days, the full stream. I was either watching or I was working and listening, but 300 plus players, 40 plus Gohan Iccarus decks, and a lot of Soul Striker. A lot of people came prepared for Cell Surge. There was, a lot of talk about Cell Surge. Everybody was saying that Cell Surge was the scary deck, that it could wipe you out with hand control, so you got to make sure you come ready for it in the side deck. And so they were talking about, people were handing out Deborahs at the door. The Deborah that if you pitch it, then it gets to play and you get to draw a card. So everybody was side decked and locked, ready to go with the Cell Surge hate. Gogeta Xeno was also the top black deck that people were talking about, and there wasn't a huge showing from red or like mono green or anything like that. I heard there was a Boo that was doing good in the room. Day one, there was a lot of diversity. They were saying there was a Boo that was doing well. Majin Buu from set 14, and the biggest surprise was the androids. Android 16, the blue-green deck, the one that I've showcased on this channel multiple times, almost the exact same deck. I've been working on the deck for a while. Jared's deck is similar to mine. He uses the Zamasu Deity's Wrath, which I didn't even realize was a good call for the deck until I saw it on Untap like a week ago. Somebody was playing it. I was like, oh, that's a good idea, but I don't own those. I was trying to think of more hand control things to put in the deck, and that's a great card because you could put it on top of your 5-drop androids. But anyway, Jared piloted it. What's his last name? We got clips. He piloted it to a second place victory. But day one undefeated was Android 16, and the top 16 was pretty diverse. We had a couple Gohan Iccaruses in the top 4, and Cell Surge with Jordan Markle playing that. A Gogeta Xeno in the top. Blue kind of got edged out a little bit from the top 16, but it did well in the tournament. A lot of players doing some big things with Blue. Soul Striker, it's pretty basic. Put the best blue yellow cards in there, and you could do well with that. And it's a great deck, very generic, but I'm so happy the Android 16 caught people off guard and came out of nowhere. Dude, that deck is so good. It's got hand control, it's got aggro, it's got defense, it's got everything, and I've been trying to hype it up. It's really good. But throughout day one, I'll talk more about day two, but throughout day one, there were some card reveals. So I'm going to bring those up and let you guys see the cards, the new leaders that we have revealed coming from set 16. All right, guys. So before we talk more about the tournament and what happened throughout day two, we're going to talk about day one, new cards that they've revealed to us. We have Trunks. This is Xeno Trunks. Activate main. Once per turn, choose one black card in your hand and send it to your warp, and you draw 2 cards. Pretty good. So cycling, similar to Android 16 actually. except instead of androids, it's a black card. Choose one black card. I like that. Awaken when your life is at 4 or less, or there are 5 or more Saiyan cards in your warp. So looking like this might be wanting to go Gogeta Xeno, Goku's Vegeta, Gogeta Xeno, or it could work with the Vegeta stuff. 5 or more Saiyan cards in your warp. You may draw 1 card, switch up to 1 of your energy to active mode, and flip this card over. Then we've got the Awakened side. Super Saiyan God, Trunks, Crimson Warriors. So, if you saw my predictions on what the secret rare for this set may be, this was one of my guesses. And for set 15, I thought maybe SS God Trunks would be one of the secret rares. He was not, but they did bring him out. He's a black leader. It's pretty awesome. He's a black Xeno Trunks leader, Super Saiyan God Trunks Crimson Warrior. So if you don't know, according to, DBZ lore, Dragon Ball lore, Trunks goes Super Saiyan God for the first time in Dragon Ball Heroes when he's fighting Ultimate Finn. So it's pretty they're actually kind of going along with the Heroes lore with a lot of the black decks. So, but Dragon Ball Heroes, it's not Dragon Ball Super, but maybe one day they tie them together. Who knows? It's still Dragon Ball, so respect it, y'all. Super Saiyan God Trunks, he goes Super Saiyan God in Heroes when he's fighting Ultimate Finn, which is Finn after absorbing not only Gogeta, but SS4 Gogeta, but also all the Shadow Dragons. That is when Finn becomes Ultimate Finn, and then Trunks goes Super Saiyan God to defeat Ultimate Finn. Anyway, blocker. When this card attacks, draw 2 cards, then choose 1 card in your hand and send it to your warp. Blocker, similar to the Xeno Sin leader, but yeah, the blocker on the Trunks, only on the Awakened side. That is kind of weird. But yeah, you can protect your unison with it. You can protect strong battle cards. Maybe you want to take a card from life to your hand. Maybe they're not swinging at your leader. You want to. It's kind of weird, only being on the Awakened side. Yeah, that is kind of weird. Anyway, draw 2 cards, choose 1 card in your hand, send it to your warp. Auto, once per turn, when your opponent attacks a unison card, switch this card to active mode. But I'm wondering, if your opponent attacks a unit card, you activate blocker to block the unison attack. Will you restand? Your opponent attack. Because as soon as it doesn't seem like that would work. So that's kind of whack. Unless I'm reading that wrong. Somebody explain that to me. I'm thinking, because, the main reason you have blocker on a leader is if they're attacking your unison card. And then it says when your opponent attacks a unison card, switch this card to active mode. So it seems like what they're intending is they swing at a unison card, you block it with your leader, and then you get to restand your leader. But the way I'm reading it, the timing doesn't seem like the timing would work right. Because blocker triggers as soon as they swing. Blocker's an auto. It triggers as soon as they swing. But also as soon... Okay, in your turn player, you get to choose... Okay. Turn player gets to choose how they resolve the autos. So blocker and the auto to restand will both trigger at the same time. You activate blocker, and then you activate the other auto, and you get to restand your leader. Interesting. That's kind of cool. So you can stop an attack on your unison, and then but you're taking it's weird. It's gonna be interesting to see what people do with this. Anyway, activate main once per turn. Spirit boost 1 for 1 energy. Place 2 black battle cards from your warp in their owner's drop areas. Choose 2 black battle cards from your warp in their owner's drop areas. Choose up to 1 of your opponent's battle cards and send it to its owner's warp. Doesn't get around barrier. It's alright. But anyway, we got some other leaders. That's interesting. Let me know what you guys think of Super Saiyan God Trunks. But we also have, which has already been revealed, Son Goku. 10K. You can't send cards from your drop area to your warp. So no overrealm. When this card attacks, draw 1 card. I've heard a lot of bad things about this card. I'm going to be honest with you guys right now. This is my first time reading it all the way through. I've heard a lot of bad things about this card. They actually revealed this card because winner, I think winner of Nats gets I don't know, somebody gets a stamped version of this. There's some stamped version of this that they've already revealed. So this is not new, but they did show it today at Nats, or yesterday at Nats. So you can't overwhelm. When this card attacks, draw 1 card. Activate main once per turn. Burst 3. Draw 1 card. Then choose 1 card in your hand and discard it. And then awaken when your life is at 4 or less, or there are 7 or more Universe 7 cards in your drop area. You may draw 1 card, switch up one of your energy to active mode, and flip this card over. Yeah, it's just not that, you know, it's whatever. But it's Goku, and we don't know what the archetype's going to do yet. So the archetype may do something crazy with U7s in your drop. Son Goku, Supreme Warrior, permanent. Yeah, you can't overwhelm. So you're gonna be doing a lot with your drop, and they don't want you to be able to fit overwhelm into that because it would be a problem. So we may get something crazy out of this leader right here. Activate main once per turn, draw 1 card, then place up to 3 cards from the top of your deck in your drop area. It may be kind of like Vegeks. When we're bursting, we may have cards that play from our drop or do something in our drop. Activate main Sparking 20. Add up to 1 mono red Universe 7 card from your drop area to your hand. Then negate this skill for the game. So to be a Sparking 20, which is the biggest Sparking 20 I think I've ever seen, Shenron, Super Shenron might have been I think is Sparking 20. But other than that, Sparking 20, and that gives you a full nother turn. So there must be something crazy. Add 1 mono red Universe 7 card from your drop area to your hand. Then negate this skill for the game. They only want you to be able to do this once, and you gotta have 20 cards in your drop area to do it. You know what it could be? It could be there may be some crazy Universe 7 that if it's added from your drop area to your hand, like maybe some of them play out. Maybe a lot of them sit in the drop area. You put a lot of them into the drop area and they just sit there. But you got this one card that a Universe 7 card, if you grab it from the drop area to your hand, then maybe when that happens, that triggers it playing. And then when you play it, you get to play a bunch of other Universe 7s from your drop area to your field. Or something crazy like that. You know, we don't know what this is going to be. That's just speculation. But those are all the new cards that they showed us at Nats yesterday. Pretty cool. I'm excited. Well, there's actually one more. I'm going to show you guys this blurry picture. So this is from a video. I'm going to try to find that video and maybe clip it up and put it in here. But Supreme Kai of Time opposing the Empire. I can't read that. If you guys can zoom in and read that. If your leader card is a black Trunks Xeno card, something. Card is played from your warp. Draw 1 card and add a marker to this card, and then +1. It's a unison. It's a 2 specified black unison for Trunks Xeno. 15k +1 if your leader. If you're some, it might say I can't read that. Something from your warp. You drop to your warp. Send up to 1. It's tough to read, guys. Let me know if you guys can read that. But that's the unison. They flashed it in a video that they showed at Nats, and that's the best image we got of it so far. Let me know what you guys think of it in the comments section. But now, let's look at some clips and stuff from finals. I got some clips from finals. Let's talk about the top 16. All right, guys. So day 2 was today, and I watched that. The finals, the top 16. They went from 300 players. They played 9 rounds in day 1, and they cut to top 16 on day 2. We had Gohan Iccarus versus Gogeta Zeno in the first round. Sen Shenron versus Soul Striker. Cell Zeno. King Cold was one. And then the biggest deal was Android 21 versus Android 16. And then we had Golden Frieza. Crossworlds TCG was playing that, and King Piccolo. Um, basically, uh, top 8 on the stream that I watched. We saw Android 16 beat Jordan Markle. Um, that was amazing. Jordan Markle was on Cell Surge, and Android 16 won that game. That was a really intense game. Hand control versus Android 16, which has a little bit of everything, and it was a really crazy game. He edged Jordan Markle out, and then Jordan Markle and Marquise McKinney, who was on uh, Iccarus. Yeah, Gohan Iccarus was Marquise McKinney. It was on Gohan Iccarus. We had two. We also had Trey Faircloth on Gohan Iccarus in the top 16. We had Marquise McKinney getting fourth place against Jordan Markle. That not quite semifinals game where Android 16 played by Jared beat Jordan Markle with Cell Surge, and then Jordan Markle and Marquise McKinney went on. Marquise McKinney was beaten. I guess he was beaten by Andrew Duvall, also playing Gohan Iccarus. Yeah, and then Duvall and Jared went to play each other. That Marquise McKinney and Jordan Markle for, I guess, the losers bracket, playing for third place and fourth place. And that was a great game. That was a long, stretched out game. Those final games, they're always grindy. They give you more time, and you can really think out your plays. And it's really cool. Uh, the everything else got edged out, and it came down to basically Iccarus, Gohan, Self Surge, Android 16, and Marco Jordan Markle was able to hand control Iccarus out of the match, and Jordan Markle took third place. Marquise McKinney playing Son Gohan Iccarus took fourth place, and then in the very finals game, I got some footage of it. It came down to Android 16 versus Andrew Duvall playing Son Gohan Iccarus. It was a crazy game. The boards got insane, and I've got some footage of it. So you guys go ahead and check out this footage that I have from the games and my little side commentary, my reactions. I was freaking out. They were great games, and I'll talk to you after you watch that.
Very good for Jared. Yep.
I almost want to just mute them and commentate
Iccarus has
myself
energy.
and put a video up on
Look at the
YouTube of it.
microphone. Will that
Um,
piece trigger and pop?
but I'm not gonna do that.
It says right here when you play
But
this
Android
battle,
16 is
there are
very
5
good.
switches
I've
that
been on it
trigger
for a long time.
activating a
Since when it first
non-uncontrolled
came
switch.
out, I built it
Dragonball switch.
tricolor.
Choose up to one of your opponent's energy and
And
put
then
it
once they
into
came
its
out with Limiter Disengaged
okay.
in set 14,
There you
that's
go.
when the deck
Awaken
blue
it.
green became very
Switch off.
consistent.
Himself up to
Um,
5.
hand control power,
He's got
aggro power,
power.
defense power,
Energy
everything. You could swing any
overload.
way you want.
Now he has another power.
Limiter
He's got
get
a switch.
disengaged
Get
was
an extra energy.
a big help to the deck.
Now
That's
Iccarus
the
has to
card that he's
combo
got
this
right
attack.
here.
He's gonna be
Um,
gets that combo higher dragon, gets that additional boost.
the Stalwart Defender is
That's
the
fresh.
promo, which he
Again,
has
switches
right here in
back
his
up.
energy.
Another swing. He combos out.
Stalwart Defender is good. It helped
And
the
he
deck,
takes the
but
surge.
it didn't make it broken. It wasn't broken until we got Limiter
Oh, I thought it was
disengaged.
at the start of your opponent's main phase.
Yeah,
So it gets over.
Ramping to a
Okay.
Majin Buu on
I
turn
thought it was
3
at
is
the end of your
very
but
good.
it's the start of the opponent's main phase.
You got
So
hand
this
control
is
and
a very good
steadfast
game.
defender.
That is true. So right now he's activating.
It's a very good deck.
So he was double checking. He's
In
like,
the
oh, I'm in
beginning,
main phase. See,
I've been
yeah, it says
playing
main
Android
phase.
16 since
It's
Battle
main
Evolutions when it
phase.
first came out.
Makes you wonder.
Um,
Huh.
the
Okay.
draw power was a problem. You had to
X.
run a lot of
X gets over
apes.
it. Yeah, it
So
does
you
run a lot
built
of
it
apes.
tricolor
So
because
the
you had
losers
apes,
are
you had
pretty much
yellow, you had
useless
green, you had
against
blue.
Jared.
You can
What
rival
can
out
he
lots
use
of
this swing
androids.
to survive?
But now it's
Switch your
very,
body.
with limiter disengaged,
I don't know. Thinking.
it's very
I don't know what's going on. He's
consistent.
afraid of the unison. But he's
Because
able
not
to
only
combo it.
is limiter
Huge
disengaged
combo.
an arrival for one,
Higher
which
dragon.
before limiter disengaged, the
Let's
only
see.
arrival for one that we had
Higher dragon.
was the
Pretty
promo,
strong.
which is Stalwart Defender,
Iccarus.
which isn't that great.
Insane.
It can let you get your ramp card from your deck. That's what it's usually used for. That's this one, Stalwart Defender. Um, but Limiter Disengaged is great because if you have a blue-green in your energy, it's a zero-cost 5K combo. So it lets you arrival stuff out. That's one of the big reasons. Limiter Disengage is only $1.50 right now, and I recommend you buy it because it's really what makes the deck. You got to have Limiter Disengage. The Stalwart Defender, I run 2 of them in my deck on Untap, and it still runs perfectly smooth. And Hatchiyak. I don't have the Hatchiyak Secret Rare. Hatchiyak Secret Rare is going to go up. Hatchiyak Secret Rare is going to go up because it's a strong. It was dropping down slowly. It's going to skyrocket now. It's necessary for every blue deck. Look at all that hand control. Look at all that power. Deity's Wrath. When it attacks, they have to discard a card. Steadfast Comeback makes you discard a card when it plays. He's got blockers, hand control, aggro, whatever he needs. I mean, I've been talking about this deck. I've been trying to tell people. I'm not saying I could have piloted it to Nationals win, but I really hope it wins here. So it's back to Android 16's turn. Look, he's just got a board full of 16 blockers. He's got his stalwarts. His steadfast aren't on the board, but he's got Zamasu, Deity's Wrath, discarding cards, indestructible, big attacker. He's got the Boo Unison, double strike, big attack, big double strike, blocker, removal. Android 16 just does everything. It does hand. Oh, it's just so good. It does everything. Everything. Andrew Duvall played a Pan, Time Patrol Maiden. So, kind of like a hatch. Battle cards can't attack. Which sucks because those battle cards, they can restand at the end of the turn, so you can swing with them, and then they restand, and they're blockers. It's crazy. All right. And game 1's over. Just like that. Duvall just scooped. He couldn't do anything on his turn. He had no cards in his hand. His board, he couldn't get through all the blockers. So he's like, well, I got to pass turn, and I'm dead next turn. So scoop, go to game 2. This is about to be a. That East Kai keeping watching the sideboard is an awesome sideboard choice. Duvall made a mistake, played multiple cards, didn't realize it was once per turn, had to lose cards from his hand. I thought he just passed turn. All right. He got rid of the Kai finally. And he got rid of one of the limiter disengaged. I mean, Duvall can't win this game. Jared's at 5 life. Not this game, this turn. He's at 5 lives. He can't win it this turn. So he's got to go back to 16 for another turn. And then 16 is going to be at 5 energy. 5 energy, you can start playing your God, I can't remember the name of the big boy. Steadfast Ally. Yeah, the Steadfast Defender is the one I like. My favorite. It's the Revenge Blocker. Steadfast Ally is the big boy. Jared's not seeing Hatch. Yeah, Jared's not seeing his Hatch, and Duvall wants to push right now. Jared's tapped out. He's got, but he only has 2 more attacks. Maybe an overrun. He's dead. He's scooping into game 3. Yeah, 16 knew he couldn't get through that. Scooping going to game 3. We're at game 3 of the finals, boys. Come on, 16. This is getting good, boys. Going to game 3. Oh, I'm so hype about Android 16. Dude, I've been talking about it. I've been working with Android 16 since Battle Evolutions. I love this deck. It's my best deck that I have built right now, and I knew that before this happened in Nationals. And I don't even have it built. I have it built tricolor still. It's still my favorite deck. I love it. The tricolor, you can rival out so much stuff. It's crazy, but the blue green is definitely I knew that. I just didn't have it built yet. So I ordered the limiter disengaged. I ordered a play set last night. They're still $1.50. They're still a good price. That's a super rare from set 14, and it is important in this deck. But the promos, I ordered 2 of them for $30 a pop, which I feel sad that I didn't order them a while ago. They've been sitting in my wish list on TCG Player, and I just didn't order them. And now the lowest, and I play lowest rarity, guys. I'm a lowest rarity gang here. I would go to Nationals with the lowest rarity deck. I don't care. I would play lowest rarity on purpose at Nationals just to make a statement. Okay, so the lowest rarity ones, I could have got a bunch a while ago for cheap. Should have done it. Bam. And now I just ordered 2 of them because I just run 2 in my build. I also need the Zamasu Deity's Wrath. I'm glad that there's multiple reprints of that now, and there's going to be more in Mythic Booster. Hopefully, I get a Deity's Wrath in Mythic Booster because I hadn't tried it in this deck. My build doesn't have Deity's Wrath, and it's still really good. I mean, I think it's good. I play with it. I rarely lose with it, and I'm not even that great. So I knew the deck was good, but I've seen it on Untap with Deity's Wrath, and I've seen now at Nationals with Deity's Wrath. So I need to get a couple of those to throw in the deck. Hopefully, I'll get some out of the Mythic Booster. But the limiter disengaged, I ordered a playset last night for like $6. Hopefully, those will go up in price. Not that I'm going to sell them, but just adds value to cards that don't have value. I like it. And the Stalwart Defender, the promo is going to skyrocket, guys. It's going to skyrocket. It's a COVID edition promo that was cheap. And we've seen other COVID edition promos. Y'all know what I'm talking about, the COVID edition TPs. So they're going to skyrocket. They're going to be really expensive. And especially if you like highest rarity, the winners editions are going to be a lot. But let's see how this game 3 goes. I've been telling him. I've been trying to tell him. Let me talk to him. It's just such a good deck. It can do everything. It can. If you need a lot of attacks, you need to go wide. You can go wide. If you need to have a lot of big attacks, you can have a lot of big attacks. If you need hand control and you want to rip their hand, you got hand control. If you need defensive and you need to stretch the game out and go defensive, you got defensive. You got unlimited blockers. You got, dude, it's freaking broken. And I knew it. I knew it. I've been trying to tell him. Looking at prices of Fusamasu Deity's Wrath. I need like 2 or 3 of them. They're going for 50, 55. Those are out of stock. Those are out of stock. So there's 4 printings. Oh, well, the Mythic Booster ones aren't out yet. There's a tournament one. Then there's the Collector's Selection one. And then there's the DB4 one. Not surprisingly, the Draftbox 4 one is about the same price as the Collector's Selection one. Because Draftbox 4 was very short printed and, you know, that COVID edition. But the tournament one is out of stock. Mythic Booster will have a new foil and non-foil one coming out shortly. So it should go down. I'm not gonna buy them because I don't really even go to any in-person tournaments. I just got some of the Android 16 stuff while it was cheap because it's probably gonna blow up. I need that Hatch Secret Rare though. That thing was down to 179, and now it's probably gonna be about $300 again. Look at this Android board. Look at this. Look at these boards. This is nuts. This is Nationals top tier. Arguably, American Nationals means if you win this, you're the best in the world. These are the top 2 players in the world right now. Easily. And first and second place of American Nationals go to Worlds, which is only 16 players. I don't know when it is, but it's coming soon. Dragon Ball Super Worlds. They were supposed to do it last year. Didn't happen. You know why. But this year, they're doing Worlds. But it's only 16 people, and it's an online tournament. It's 16 guys from across the world, the top 16 players from across the world. 2 of them from America. Who do you think? These 2 guys, they go mark it. Can't play with America. That's why they call it Mark. That's why they call it America. Because we mark shit. Look at that board. Swinging. Uses a leader to combo that off. Right, he wants to take some hits. There's a steadfast ally. Steadfast ally. I think he knows that the hatch is in his life at this point, and there's only 3 cards left in his life, and he wants to find that hat, so he's gonna take some swings. Yeah. He used steadfast ally to revive his blocker. He doesn't want to go down to 2. Oh no. Okay, he still has a blocker in Beautiful Scientist. Uh-oh. That's not Hatch. Block. Oh no. Oh no. 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 No, where was the hat? Was the hatch the last card in life? All right, guys. That was my reactions and my clips from the top North American finals game, the last round. Andrew Duvall versus Jared Lopez, Android 16 versus Son Gohan Iccarus. It was an amazing game. It was Andrew Duvall placing first. Jared Lopez placing second, and Jordan Markle placing third, Marquise McKinney placing fourth, and then some other names. Rohit Pusarla was on Android 21, which was an awesome deck. I don't have any clips from it, but it was a great game, especially I think we saw it play Android 16 twice on stream, and they were really good games. Or no, maybe it was just once. But anyway, we saw Android 21 play twice on stream, and we actually saw when it got edged out. I forget what it was playing against, but it was a good game. I think it was actually maybe Gogeta Xeno? No, King Piccolo. Android 21 Rohit Pusarla got edged out. I think it was against King Piccolo in the finals. It was a great game. Also, Trey Faircloth was on Son Gohan Iccarus, and a lot of other good players in the top 16. Marcus Cantarsi made it. Dylan Warren, Eon Hill, Daniel Alvarez. Lots of good names. I'll put, but that was the final game. Now I'm gonna let you guys see some of the trophies and prizes that they got and my reactions to those prizes right here.
Yeah, super cool. And then there's a trophy which is less exciting, but it's still nice. I mean, that's amazing. What are you gonna do with it? Are you gonna keep it? What are you gonna do? I'm not sure yet.
God, that card! That thing's worth like a hot 50 grand, maybe. That golden Goku, hey. I don't know what the trophy's worth. He could probably sell that trophy for a couple hundred, but that card he just showed, that gold card, others have sold for 10,000. Probably a hot 50 grand.
Look at that. Where are you gonna put it, man?
I don't.
Right next to your first one?
He
does have
on my
a
desk, man. On my desk.
It's Frieza.
Yeah, it's a Frieza. It's really nice. It's nice. It's nice and small. Like, I just really like it.
It's not gonna take up too much space.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Really packed in there.
Jordan Markle's prize card.
Nice.
Third place. Bomb. What is that? Vegeta.
Cool. I like that one a lot. I like
So the
that
front
one.
looks really cool, but I really like the way they did the back. The back looks really nice. If I can get it to not glare.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, he's charging up.
Man.
That's pretty cool, man. Starter deck one.
Nice.
Easy
No,
10 grand.
actually, in my
Cool
opinion,
10 grand,
better than the
baby.
Second place one. Better than Vegeta, man.
Yeah. Last year they let him pick, so I was surprised. I thought I was gonna end up getting Sin because they were gonna pick Goku, Vegeta.
Oh, then
So I was super happy to pick the Vegeta.
Vegeta.
Honestly, yeah, it's probably slightly better than the second place. But
Yeah. Wait, so he got Sin Shenron for second place, and then third place got Vegeta. So Jordan Markle coming out with the better card. Hey, that Vegeta might even fetch more. Well, it's not going to fetch more than the Goku, but yeah, the Vegeta is definitely going to fetch more than the Sin. Jared, they got you, my boy. All right, Dragon Ball Junkies, those are all the prizes that they got for Nationals. I really hope that next year I can make it. I'm going to do my best this year. I'm going to keep making content, making videos, testing all the different decks, going through all the different sets, try to meet some new players and play against other players and learn from other players. So drop it in the comments how I can learn, and be sure to keep me on point with all the misplays that I make all the time. I want to get better, and I hope to be on that national stage next year. That's my goal, and help me to get there, guys. Give the video a thumbs up if you like it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed yet. Ring the bell. You'll know whenever I make new videos. And I do all this gameplay live on Twitch TV/Dragon Ball Junkie. Until next time, guys, you can catch the video and playlist that I got going for you. But I will see you later. I'm out. Peace.